let's not talk about piss, let's talk about my song cover, because I want to show you a few things. There we go! That's the illustrations. That's all the illustrations I've made. Some have variation. I haven't put all of them like the mouth movements, but yeah, this was the first sketch here. This was the initial design I made, like in summer or something. I was like, I need to do something with that. And then I realized I really love this one song, which actually here in Austria is known from a commercial of jam.
Coin operated boy, sitting on the shelf. He is just a toy, but I turn him on, and he comes to life. Automatic joy, that is why I want a coin operated boy.
Und der Verführung letzter Schluss? Larbo Fruchtikus. Zwischendurch ein Fruchtgenuss.
And that's how I got to know it. We got the creepy face, which in the video there is also these black roses, and they're meant to look like the eyes here. So there's actually went a little bit of thought into all of this. I tried to keep it simple because I had to do so many artworks, and I'm kind of inspired by a lot of Japanese music videos where they also just use like very simple illustrations. It just needs to convey a feeling and a message. Now I'm really in the mood of going to thrift and get me some blue porcelain. I think it's just a really pretty aesthetic, you know. Also for the music video I also used some stock photos, yes, but also some of my own photos. For example, this one here, so you know I own a few ball jointed dolls. This is actually just a small part of a photo where I did an unboxing of a doll. That's why the head is wrapped. It was still wrapped in the protective plastic. And that's also like this one, which is also when I was unboxing an old doll. But like if you add some creepy filters to it, it's going to change the photo completely. I love my dolls. I need to undust them. They're pretty much covered in dust. And what I now want to show you is the comparison between our vocals. Because, as I said, we use the voice changer, and for those that are wanting to scream AI blah blah. No, this thing is completely done locally on my second computer. Everyone can do that with a good graphics card. So no weird shady AI service or whatever. And also it's done with consent. So Nano made those vocals for me and I'm allowed to use them. So everything is fine. Let's listen to Nano's vocals and my vocals for comparison.
Sitting on the shelf, he is just a toy, but I turn him on, and he comes to life. Automatic joy, that is why I want a coin operated boy.
Coin operated boy, sitting on the shelf. He is just a toy, but I turn him on, and he comes to life. Automatic joy, that is why I want a coin operated boy. The thing is you can clearly hear the artifacting and everything in my voice because it's not the best trained voice model, because all I had to train it on was voice clips, you know, and my voice is very breathy, so it's already not the best to use. I can't really do strong vocals. There will always be some breathiness to it.
Many shapes and weights to choose from. I will never leave my bedroom. I will never cry at night again. Wrap my arms around him and pretend.
That we brought to us so good, and I'm surprised that my voice could pick that up pretty good. Listen. Many shapes and weights to choose from. I will never leave my bedroom. I will never cry at night again. Wrap my arms around him and pretend. That's actually, you know, it's crazy how this works. And as I said, it's just completely done locally on my computer. So don't yell at me for AI shit or whatever if you don't even know what you're talking about. I'm actually using an old GTX graphics card for this. Not even an RTX, and it's super good. It's doing its job. Of course you need to clean up the vocals a bit, and it will never be perfect.
This bridge was written to make you feel smitten, and with my sad picture of girl getting bitter.
This bridge was written to make you feel smitten, and with my sad picture of girl getting bitter. That's the vocals. I just showed you a few clips, and on top of that, there's also going to be an art print coming out next year at conventions, and I guess this is going to be the artwork. So, yeah, and that's the coin-operated boy. I hope you really like it. Be sure to watch it a lot. Thank you again Demi for the great instrumental. That was worth every cent. And thank you Nano for the vocals, and thanks everyone for the support.